every time I come late, you guys start. Today he came late.
He came late.
And I waited for
Right,
him.
traffic.
First time I
नहीं,
came
नहीं,
on time.
कोई मतलब नहीं
No,
है.
we all came on the same route. There was no
But
traffic.
how?
He
I-
left late.
Yeah,
you left late.
I left at 9:23.
But listen, you will.
You were meant to leave at 8.
No, if you.
Yeah.
No,
if you
8:30.
8:30.
Once you get on the highway, it is super smooth. It is getting onto the highway
Yeah.
and getting off the highway. That's the problem.
It's the cities that
You
are
know,
broken.
Yeah, exactly. It's
That's
the
true.
cities that are broken. The highways are superb.
But even these highways, they keep digging up the highways and resurfacing the road, blocking one side of it and creating a traffic jam. And one thing Gadkari ji needs to do in the night is these trucks that drive on the right side of the highway. He
So
has to
the
get in some
trucks,
technology.
there has to be this technology, yes, and not just that. You'll see these truckers going like because they want to keep chatting with each
Correct.
other. They
Together.
will take up all four
Parallel,
lanes and chat on the highway. Even if you look at all these now, because Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, there's lots of these handles who do. They specialize only in car crash videos. You look at them, 90% of those videos are happening because a truck is on the wrong lane, blocking the way. I'm sorry, but trucks are a real danger. I mean, even in Delhi after 10 p.m. when they're allowed to enter Ring Road and things like that, they will be on the overtaking lane where they have no business.
And they don't have
Abhijit,
tail lights. A lot of them
I
don't have tail
agree.
lights.
I agree with you. But you know, if we've been doing Delhi Jaipur by road for like ever since we were children, probably. And by the time you reach Alwar, we are in Alwar right now. By the time you reach Alwar, you saw at least 2 or 3 trucks overturned on the side. And then from Alwar to Jaipur, you saw about at least 4 to 5 crashes on the way.
And they have a
Knock on wood,
language.
it's not that bad now. Even though it's fast-moving traffic, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. But then there's Pune, Mumbai also,
a lot
which
of
is
these-
terrible.
Yeah,
Pune,
a lot
Mumbai
of
is a
these
great
roads.
highway.
If you had gone from Delhi to Jaipur 8-9 years back on the old road,
Yeah.
you would see a heck of a lot more trucks.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, you see trucks few and far between because
The
a
toll.
truck speed is about 50 to 70 maximum that they can do, Indian trucks. And with these roads, they still can't get into the kind of crashes that they used to get
Also
into
the
before.
tolls. The tolls are expensive now.
Yeah, listen, I think the crashes also used to happen because we have now a system, everybody who's been flying has been suffering for the last 1 week because of certain new regulations which have been brought on pilots. You need those regulations for truck drivers.
Yeah.
Because some of them are made
True.
to drive for long hours. They fall asleep,
Yeah.
and
they all
it's inhuman the way the kind of conditions in which some of these truck drivers work. Again, our trucks have
राहुल गांधी
improved.
भी यही कह रहे थे.
Our trucks have
Canadian
improved.
truck drivers.
यार वो Canadian truck drivers में भी वो खैर वहाँ पर there's another issue out there where most of these guys don't have licenses and don't know how to drive. In fact, nobody in India really knows how to drive anyways. But the point is that in a lot of these the trucks themselves, if you look at the Indian trucks, I don't think in the last 70 years we've changed the design of Indian trucks.
Yeah. The
They
center of
dri-
gravity is
why
outside
should they
the
be
body.
why should they be driving at 50 and 70? Why should they not be driving at 100? Abroad, when you go on expressways, you have those huge trailer trucks which are driving at very high speeds. They're driving.
But they're 12-wheelers
And
and
by the way,
14-wheelers
those
and
truck
stuff.
drivers abroad, they are the most skilled drivers.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
see
these are
how
not
they
skilled.
negotiate
Yeah,
these guys
this
are
thing.
not
Exactly.
Here, these truck drivers are some of the worst drivers you'll come across.
Okay,
And
we are
poor
sounding very classist in
no,
doing
it's not.
this.
No, it's not
No, it's
classist.
not
Yeah.
classist. I'm
It's a
sorry, it's
question of
not.
lives. Even their lives. In fact, we are
So,
empathizing with them.
the understanding is that there should be better training and
Yes.
the bodies of these trucks should be more conducive to these roads that we have now. They are
Exactly.
wide
Their
bodied.
language should be synchronized with what people understand. I mean, at one point of time, I had a truck in front of me, and it was night time. I think I was going to Chandigarh. That itself was another story because we took a taxi, and then through the rear view mirror, which was in the back, I could see the driver
my
dozing
God.
off. So I put him on the side and I drove
Yeah,
to
I've done that
Chandigarh.
too.
Yeah, you've done
I've
it.
done that too.
So this truck was just giving the indicator and I was waiting for him to move to the lane. And he just wouldn't move to the lane.
That's true.
Then I came besides him and they said, क्या move क्यों नहीं? कह रहा मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ इधर आ जाओ.
Because the indicator
no,
light
The
is
indicator was a language for him कि आजा भाई इधर जा.
No. So on the highway, the indicator is a language.
Yeah.
The indicator is, yeah. On
Yeah.
the highway it is. He was
So
right.
you understand that?
Yeah.
ये
So
कौन
if
सी
you-
language है
No,
भाई?
no, but
So
if
on
you
a
have
अगर
a
highway-
dipper is उल्टा, यहाँ पे आप dipper दे रहे हो, आप कहना चाह रहे हो मैं जा रहा हूँ पहले.
Yes, that's
Abroad
true.
it is the other way around. Abroad
So-
it is इसको भी नहीं पता था.
No.
इसकी language truck driver वाली है ये.
No, but there's
and-
nothing wrong. That
No,
is
every
the
country
indicator.
has different. Like, when you come to a crossing when there's no light, then you do one by one in many countries. Here, there's nothing like that. The bigger your car, the more light you
So
have.
on a highway, you got to give the dipper so that you can overtake from the front. You got to say
The moment you give a
and
dipper,
the guy gives an
international
indicator.
sign is that you wait.
No,
The
no,
dipper
no.
is
Out
for.
here, when you give the
I didn't
dipper,
know.
It's like,
means
ruk
you
to main chala.
That's what I know.
But everybody is doing that. Tuck, 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 tuck.
And the second thing is, I think a lot of these truck guys, poor fellows, are consuming a lot of narcotics to stay
Yeah,
awake.
that's
which
true.
is terrible.
And there's no check on
And there's no
narcotics.
check. Yeah.
There is an alcohol test, but there's no
No checks
narcotics
on-
check.
About 10-15 years
Did
back,
Rahul Gandhi talk about that?
Business
as
Yeah,
well?
that's also a
Standard
point.
had done a long, in-depth piece on this.
Okay.
I think Mihir Sharma's book referenced that in his, that last chance for the Indian economy, where apparently there is zero incentives for the truck drivers to reach at speed on time, number one. They idle because the only thing that the truck company owner wants is he wants a certain fuel efficiency ratio, which the truck cannot achieve at high speed. And the pressure on them to keep to the exact timelines given is so great that the Malik actually penalizes them and things like that. So they have to drive at all kinds of weird hours. Now, you don't let trucks into Ring Road at 10 p.m. at night. Theoretically, it's a good idea.
That's Delhi.
right.
Okay.
But the poor man who's been driving the whole day then has to wait at 10 p.m. and he can take that entire Delhi stretch only after 10 p.m. Bhai, soega kab wo?
Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा।
The issue is टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है।
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल दें?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब.
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप।
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI, it does not lie.